Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of Deck Showcase. For those of you who are joining us for the very first time, this is a weekly series for the upcoming collectible card game Total War Elysium, where I will be showcasing one of my decks in the game. This week, we'll be taking a look at what's called an Extra Attack Aggro deck by Penthesilea after the new November major update. So there's a lot of changes to the mechanics of the game, as well as the mechanic of some of the generals, namely the attack got boosted, therefore Extra Attack is part of the name. And aside from that change, we wanted to utilize this to play a more aggro style, even though Penthesilea was already pretty aggro. And to achieve this end, we added certain cards like Sworn Companion, which gets a major boost because the minimum stat of this card will now be 2/5, as Penthesilea always has 2 attack, therefore you're paying 3 for a 2/5. Pretty good value, and if you add on cards like the Minotaur, which can have really high attack, and also Aethiopian Cavalry, which can get boosted quite a lot with stun cards, which are readily available among the ancient cards, you can get some pretty high attack units from this deck. Therefore, Sworn Companion could have value both in the early as well as in the late game. And finally, we have some late game card draw guarantees from Silk Road and Funeral Games. And we also added in the new and improved Achilles for some extra damage. So let's go to the game and take this deck for a spin, as that is often the best way to showcase this. Alrighty, so we're in the game now. We're going to hop into a game with this Extra Attack Aggro deck by Penthesilea. The only big change on her is she lost 2 health and instead gained 1 extra attack. This makes her playstyle rather interesting, as you could go heavily into aggro, but you must shift into a more defensive playstyle in the mid game, or else you'll run out of health, as 18 is the second lowest health total in the game. So let's hop into game and see how we can balance this aggro and protect ourselves strategy. And the secret is really taking a lot of Conceals and Divine Intervention, as that will protect your general completely from the mid-game threats. And if you take that every day, that's at least 2 turns you can buy, and if you can stun people with out of position, it not only gives you a draw, but also buys you another turn, and that tides you over into the next day. So if you have consistent draws from Silk Road and later on Funeral Game, you should be safe from most threats. Now ideally, we just want to beat the enemy down early. We're against that Lagertha, so let's see who is more aggro. And on day 1, you want to take all your units. You don't need to take any Conceal or Divine Intervention, even in this case against Lagertha. You want to win board control. And finally, the only 2 event card we'll be taking is Trample and Out of Position for a decent card draw, and also something to save in our hand every day. This is probably the best card in the game right now, at least for the ancient factions. Therefore, taking it every day is definitely good value. And unlike Lagertha over there, we are not going to be a deck that runs out of steam. And another reason why we're called Extra Attack is because all of our first turn on each day's first played unit, the first unit we play on each day, that's the best way to put it, will get 1 extra attack. So this feeble Slinger will become 2/1 and actually become quite a threat to early game damage, because you can see that we already got some damage on her, pretty decent damage. And if we get the Bronzeworker out early enough, which we didn't this time, all our units can get that bonus damage. So they're trying to stack some raid on here. Not a bad choice, but we don't really have to care about that. What we're going to do is just force out our Dread Harbinger so that we can speed up his death. Therefore, get the Dread Host into our deck as quickly as possible. And since we are aggro, no need to go easy. And we don't want to give them any free raid. They can spawn that themselves. And let's see what they do. Feels like they're going to get the 2 raid stack and start thinking about whether to do this or not. Ooh, it's a ship deck. Ah, this is rather curious actually. A ship Lagertha deck. Was not expecting this. Alright, so we did get the Bronzeworker, but there's really no way to get value out of it right now. So I think the best play is just to play the Companion. Although, like, how many ships does he have? That's the other question. He has nothing that can hit our backline, so this is free damage. I would like the reserve card to happen, so I'm going to actually trade this away. He's most likely going to move these two up, this one back, this into here. 2 damage, 2 damage, that's 4 damage. That's going to get moved for discounting if that's what they want to do. So we'll take anywhere from 4 to 5 damage plus whatever comes from hand. Not a big threat. We can just stun them out next turn. I'm going to add this 2/5. Pretty nice body. I could choose to attack this instead of her, but I think putting her down while she only has 1 attack is probably the best idea. Because once she stacks up attack, it's going to be difficult for us to trade directly into her. Oh, so this is not going to move. They killed their own... I guess if he was going to do that, that was not going to happen anyways. He's going to do a clean board trade. You're not going to attack me, are you? Yeah. But I thought, put her low enough that even though she gets extra attack, doesn't want to trade. And now we have a lot of really high value mid-game cards, whether it's Mycenaean Chariot, the Dread Host, Minotaur, the Ethiopian Cavalry. No, I'm pronouncing that wrong. And then we need all the stun cards we can get. And now's where the question comes. I think a good habit is just to grab Conceal and Divine Intervention, even though I think we might be able to finish her off before she even gets close to us. Because if that's the case, we could take away maybe Conceal and get Silk Road, which would pretty much guarantee our victory if we can play it out. But let's focus on the aggro side. We'll rely on out of position for draws. Okay, so how do we want to deal with this line here? We definitely want to stun. We don't have any units to play except for the Bronzeworker, which will get the +1. We're going to trade into that. And we'll wait and see. She's in top deck mode. Huh. Okay. Come up and fight us. Okay, so here's where we can do something fun. We can War Dog, right? Get the free attack boost. Trade into that. Use our Conceal on it. I'm gonna trade the 2 health. I'm gonna stun the ship. Get rid of it. And see what they do. Because now we can utilize Blood Oath on our War Dog. Pillage. Okay, we had to draw 2 cards, but now you can see our life is being threatened. She should have moved it up. Be a little bit more aggressive. Now that's a little too late. So my original plan is to Blood Oath to get this back, but then it'll be 1 health, correct? And it would just get traded away, and then we're left with no board pressure. But I think it's better if we actually just play this. Take the stun. They drew 2, so that's actually pretty dangerous. We go back. I'm gonna hide the fast damage. And just play that. We can't protect the other side, which is a bit of a shame. Because now if we have any cavalry with fast, we could take 2 damage. That doesn't help. Okay, he's just gonna kill it. That's fine. We have plenty of other things in our hand. So now we want to stun. You always want to stun them. That would be game over right here. Let's play it safe. Let's get the bodies out in the front. Even though we could get this to 2 attack, but what's the point? Right? We don't even want this to attack. I want this to defend because we have our win condition. We trade both of these into her. This first, this second. Empty out the lane. Heroic. Punch her in the face. And we win. Right, so this doesn't really matter. I think we have won the game already. But we'll take everything that's fast in case we're a couple damage short. And maybe a draw. Okay, we're good. That's the card she's gonna play first. We're not gonna die. Right, so now we can just move the lion away if we want to do that. We can use War Dog plus Blood Oath. That's also a finisher. We don't even have to empty out the lane. But we might as well trade away one of the unit. Trade that into her. Show her what we got. Too bad Dread Host didn't even get to make a play. Extra attack, extra attack. And that's how this deck works. Now let's play another. See if we can find ourselves a different type of deck to play against.
Show no mercy. Ready for battle.
We got ourselves another Lagertha. Might even be the same one. Oh, actually no, this one's Eagle rank. I didn't notice what the last one was, but maybe this is a different Lagertha. Is Lagertha still this popular after the Dawn Raid nerf? I feel like she would fall off quite a bit. But I guess still many people play her. Same strategy then. We were not under a lot of threat. She's going second with the supply cache, so that means most likely she'll be able to empty her hand pretty easily. Since we are going first, this is just going to go up. We're going to do the damage. It's not going to survive very long against Lagertha anyways because of First Strike and Blood at the Sun, so I don't mind playing it up front. Ideally, we want to get as much damage from this card as possible. One cost to get 4 damage on a general. Oh, to get 2 damage on a general. Not too bad. See, her cavalry here can't trade very well into us because we have to attack. Now, should we use Trample right now? Probably not. Neither of these are big threats. I'd rather keep it in my hand even though we're wasting 2 supplies. So be it. Bad draws. We got 2 3-cost cards in our first draw. Or on the second draw, but pretty expensive draw in the beginning. Maybe it is the same person. They're playing the same... Or maybe this is the standard Lagertha build now? Just crowds your opponent with cards. Okay, so I want this to get killed. I don't know who I should trade this into. I think the units. Because the Thrall... Yeah, I want to force Lagertha to trade into me. Alright, we're good. Because or else he's going to boost 2 units. Lagertha's going to trade into this, and then the unit traded... Ooh, why do they always kill their own ships? For raid stacks? Empty the hand this turn? Okay, that makes sense. They're probably all going to throw the damage on our general. Oh no. Why give us the reserve card? Right, he could have popped my last gas this turn. Miscalculated. Right, so now we're kind of in a tough situation. The damage on board isn't that scary. But I don't want to lose my last gas that early. You can chill for a little bit. And we'll keep her chilled every single turn. So, mid-game spike, we definitely need it. We definitely need a lot of stun. We need protection, because we're pretty low. And then this will be the value card to combo with all the stuns. But don't be too greedy about the cavalry. You don't need it to be played before you stun a bunch of things. 3-6 is good stat, and you get consistent stuns from this deck anyways. So even if you miss out on a good out of position. Right, now they last Gasova. Okay, we can buy ourselves 2 turns with the stuns. We didn't draw any of our conceals, which is not good. See, this is where people might get greedy and decide to play this first to get value out of it, but I don't think that's a good play. I think even if we waste 2 supplies, it's better if we just keep Lagertha stunned. Because she didn't play this card, but that doesn't mean she can't play it. I can last gasp her. The big issue is I can't play another unit. That's kind of pointless. Right, if I play this, right, I trade into her, he dies, and then he trades, he dies, and then we're exposed. That's suicide. And if I play this, trade into that, he's 1 health, gets hit by first strike, he gets killed by whatever else. We're basically going to keep ourselves open. Alright, in this case, I'm not trying to greed. I know we talked about not doing this, but the whole point here is actually to get him as an extra body. I'm not even going to trade any of these damage. We need 2 bodies here that we don't get killed. Trying to add raid stack. He has a pillage. No, don't have a pillage. Come on. Okay, he doesn't have enough mana for first strike. He has stray arrow. Ah, we lost then. He drew the pillage. Right, that wouldn't have made a difference then. Yeah, 18 health. It's fragile. We need that Conceal and Divine Intervention. Alright, let's go again.
Show no mercy.
I guess maybe if I traded the 2/2 Greek Militia into Lagertha herself and got it killed, then the pikemen can't trade into my... I mean, even if he trade into my cavalry, the cavalry would be raided and lost 1 health, but then the pikeman dies. And then he doesn't have enough mana to or supplies to play Stray Arrow, and we will live with 2 health, and we will have to draw Conceal and Divine Intervention every turn until we bring her down, because she would at least have 2 more turns, because we never pop last gasp. Yeah, so that was a bit rough. It was a bad early game draw. I think that was the issue. We couldn't play any of the early game units. We ended up with War Dog and Dread Harbinger as what was in our deck. It happens. Alright, Cao Cao deck. Hopefully this can go late game, because I do want to show off this deck having a lot of flexibilities late game, a lot of power late game as well. Slightly friendlier build. I'm gonna move up and play this. This will become a 1/3, slightly more useful than a 0/3. And we're hoping to draw units. I mean, the worst draw would be out of position or Dread Harbinger that we can't play. Aside from those 2 cards, I think the rest of the deck are fine. We can draw anything else. Yeah, anything else. Okay, no more value for him. And I guess we trade. Ooh, Jian Sword Guard. Okay. Yeah, go back and heal. No issues. So I'm gonna ask them to help us kill this Dread Harbinger, which gets a boost. Is this unit that important? Right, we killed the armed recruiter, so this didn't happen to the armed recruiter. Oh, interesting. Like, do I want to give the Slinger one extra attack? Sure, why not? This way we have the card in our reserve. It's nice to not have to think about raid and trade efficiently. Right, so now we have this for our mid game, and even though this is not a Lagertha, I think just stashing these would help us. And I'm gonna play the long game here and take Silk Road, because I don't think we're bursting Cao Cao down anytime soon. That's a free kill. Ooh, Pearl Dragon, fancy. Move it up to protect your Pearl Dragon. But without any other unit. Ooh. He didn't move it up. Five attack. In case he has any sort of spell that can kill it, we're just going to take the trade and not repeat the value next turn. And this way it also opens up for Greek Militia next turn. Or Minotaur if we can top deck that. Or Mycenaean Chariot. All those require heroic. It's a very standard mandate deck. I mean, it feels like a new player. I feel like we're kind of picking on them, but that is the game here. And we can play Silk Road next. The Trample. Oh no, Wuchao raid. Okay. He's boosted so many times, right? He used to target cards. His manipulate should be free. I don't know why he's not drawing. It should cost 0 right now. Yeah. Ooh, Pyrrhic. Do we scare the kid? Let's play it safe. We can't kill the cavalry because we can't shoot at the cavalry with our range. We're gonna lose our range unit, but that's fine. We'll protect the Silk Road here. We got plenty of value left in hand. Even if he has board clear, which I don't think he has, the card value that he's been playing makes me feel like he's a new player. Even though Pearl Dragon is a nice card. It's only rare. But a lot of time, since I don't craft rare cards, since it feels like a waste of materials, if you don't draw it from a pack, you just never have it. I didn't have Pearl Dragon for so long. Probably a month before I drew it from a pack. It's a nice improved version of Cao Cao's starter deck. Cao Cao's pretty competitive, I think. Right, so now we can finally showcase some of these late game cards, so we'll try to do that. And I feel pretty safe. So now every card we play will give us 1 supply back. I'm going to give him 2 lives here. I get 4 attack. One of them is going to go to waste. We'll play the Mycenaean next turn. Or maybe Dread. See, now we can Dread Host into a Sworn Companion, and Sworn Companion becomes, 10-5 for 3. Pretty insane stuff. Actually 11-5, because we'll play Dread Host first. Oh, a Chariot. Oh, Achilles. Never mind, not showing off Dread Host. We're gonna show off Achilles. He's unbreakable as long as you play something into an empty line, which means next turn play you have to attack and then move him, play something empty line, gives him unbreakable again. And then he can move up, attack, and so forth. It's pretty insane. The 1 extra action buff for Achilles, out of this world. Alright, thank you, Bronzeworker, you did your job. Oh, no. Attack, yeah, that's what you should do. Try to kill the Silk Road, it's very powerful. Demoralize? Oh, he stunned it. Okay, I was like, if he has Demoralize, that's a great counter. Ooh. Short range, though. We can't give him Unbreakable this turn because we can't move him. This is the stun bug. If you have extra action, the stun doesn't register. But the fair thing is, I think we lose 1 action. I think. We can test that out. No, we don't. Just doesn't stun. Poor guy. Getting owned by bugs. Alright, so now we're safe. And we can kill this, and even kill that if we want. And this becomes 11 attack. Hello, Cao Cao. Nice to meet you. And we win. Alrighty, let's do this again. Got to show off some of the higher cost units there. And Sworn Companion, I think, is a really good addition to this deck after the change, because now the baseline is much higher. The worst case scenario is you get Penthesilea's attack, which is always 2. So you're at a minimum a 2-5 for 3. And maximum, 11-5, which is ridiculous. So, great card, I think, for this deck. Oh, we got ourselves another Lagertha. So I think we're still plagued by Lagertha. Guess the nerf's not enough. Oh, but this is a Sparrow rank. This might be an actual beginner player with a beginner deck. Let's just surrender. They can take a star. And let's try to play a little bit stronger opponent, hopefully. Not biased towards weaker and newer opponents, just it's not fair to go up against their deck with ours. And it wouldn't make for a very good showcase. So Napoleon, we get someone different. Okay, no mercy on this one. Alright, so if we could draw Horse Scout or Slinger in the first day, that cannon's dead. We didn't, but the cannon can't hit us if we don't move up. So extra attack right there, extra attack right there next turn. And if he moves up, we might even trample it, but I doubt it. I'll save the trample. He's gonna stay in the back. Coin? And supply cache? Too much Hearthstone reference from the past. I mean, if he... The only card I would play trample on is if he supply catch into a supply train. Then I might kill the supply train. Oh, calibrated ordnance? No way. Oh, grape shot. Okay, that's no big deal. That's a waste. Alright, we'll take an extra attack right here. Now, I know he probably don't have any means to board clear this, so we can't trigger anymore on the front line, so I might as well move her up. And then next turn, if we get a Slinger, we can move him up and get the Slinger to get the bonus. Oh, Pocket Gun. That's also a strong card. Well, that's why we save cards like Trample. Because the last thing we want to see him is him play the artillery boost and that becomes a 2-2. That would be a nightmare. Ooh. No, just shoot us. Good. He's gonna get a lot of round shots unless we move back. We stun the whole roll. Yeah, don't care about fences. He's gonna move. Oh, he's not moving Napoleon. Well, I'm actually... Just kill it for us, please. You can get an extra round shot. I'm okay with that. So, they do have quite a board, but I don't think we need Pyrrhic. I think we'll just go with our typical mid-game swings. Napoleon does have a lot of bursts, so I think we do want to play a little bit defensively. And we do have a Swarm Companion in hand, so I don't think we need another one. I'll take the Silk Road. I think it's just a safe thing to grab. Wow. How many round shot is that? He's gonna have 4 in his hand. These two are both round shots. He could wipe out our board right now with round shots, but he only has 2 supplies, so he can't do that. He might as well boost supplies for next turn. Unless you really want to get rid of this. Which might not be a bad idea. I don't know why this is your target. Just to prevent 3 damage, just move him back. That prevents the 3 damage. Sure. Too bad we don't have extra supply or he's going to regret that decision. Gonna stun the back line. Move our general up just so that he doesn't get damaged. Although he could just take them out with the round shots, but if you want to do that, feel free, because I don't want the round shot to be hitting my general later on. Oh, he's not going to do much this turn. Don't move Napoleon. Don't move Napoleon. Ah, he didn't move Napoleon. Okay, we're good. Because that's a lot of incoming damage. Extra attack, extra attack. Bam! And this game has changed. Now, of course, he's going to pick up a lot more round shots. 4 more in his hand, which is quite insane, actually, but we can't do much about that. And this is going to die. But we just need one more burst. Or just play some cavalry and he can't really touch us. And we're about to do that. Now I kind of miss my Pyrrhic Victory. You don't want to do that. You want to shoot once. There we go. Good. I lost track how many of them. He got 4 more. He used 1. He used 3 from earlier. So he should have about 4 in his hand right now. He's going to use 2 more. So he's going to have 2 left. Ooh. This is a difficult choice. I think we still want to go Mycenaean Chariot. Do I want to be in the front? If I go in the front, I have to Divine Intervention myself. If I stay in the back, I don't really have to do anything. But then all our archers get killed. I could also play this in the front. None of these can shoot me. He has what? 3 left? Which shouldn't be enough to kill us. Unless he has calibrated ordnance. I think this might be a better play. We lose the archers, but we can hit the back line. And we make sure his round shot can't kill him. Oh, it's a scribe deck. What a great idea with all the round shots. Except for now he can only play 1 round shot. And he's going to burn so many cards when he plays the round shot because all his hand is round shots. He only has 4 cards? Man, card advantage here. Yeah, kill all of these. That's the whole point. He filled his back line, so he's exposed. He's just burning round shots at this point. Oh, he's gonna swap. Okay. Oh, he exploded the pucket gun, which... or puckle gun. So, I would love to get this. That's not so useful this game. That's useful because the general is really low. I don't know if Achilles can help us. There's too many enemies. I'll take another Divine Intervention. That's not a great draw, but not a poor one either. I need bodies right now. If he's smart, he just dumps all the round shots on me. Oh, he crafted a premium supply train. He's not getting any new round shots. I'm surprised in this deck he's not running Tactician, which will make all the round shots free. And he's going to be able to replace his entire hand with premium cards. Your general's on the outside. I have 4 damage on board. If I draw a Trample, okay, it's going to remove 2 of the damage, and then we'll get 2 of the damage back. See, now he's balancing his supplies with supply wagon, or supply train. He's basically getting free usage. That's pretty smart, actually. Now he's going to generate supplies. Why? I don't know if he should kill this one, though. If he kills that, we get 6 of these, and he's dead. Ooh, but we don't have enough. Okay, so this is a no-brainer, because the lower he is, the more trouble he's in. I'm going to move him up, give him Blood Oath, so that guarantees us to spawn more, even if he clears that. And we just hide. I don't even want to kill that. He can have all the supply he wants. He's board filled. So at this point, it's actually pretty awkward for him. Like, he has all the supplies in the world. He has all the cards in the world. But he can't play any of the units. That's 1 clear. They have to also clear our back line, because those 2 archers on the back can also kill him. And there's 4 more archers he has to kill. Okay. Double sudden barrage. Okay. He probably should have barraged the back line with that one, just because he still has units that can trade with the front line. He can kill both of them with the 4 units, and then he's short 1 damage on one of them. He'll round shot that one. Okay, he does clear everything, but I don't think he'll do any damage to our general. This is a rather interesting game right here. The biggest issue right now is he can't kill any of his own things. Therefore, he can't relocate his general to the center of the backline. Therefore, once we play Funeral Game next turn when we have 10 supplies, I don't think he has an answer since he already used both of his sudden barrages. Yeah, he's got to get that killed. Shoot it. Shoot it with your own round shot. If he shoots it with his own shot, move... never mind. I think it's over. Do we get 1 extra attack? Did we play a unit this? Yeah, I think the spawned unit triggered it. Alright, if that's the case, we move up. Yeah, we move up. And then we play these. He has 2 damage on the front. We got Trample. We went next turn anyways. That should be game. He has more Sudden Barrage. Well, it's okay. We drew Trample. He has 3 stashed in his hand. I mean, that makes sense. He pretty much drew his whole deck again. Oh, he has 0 cards left. Okay. But he feels very good about himself right now. We could drag this on to showcase this. We can play this, stun the whole front line or back line. That's 6 extra attacks. It'll become a 9/6. And then we can just wait till daybreak. Play the Slinger, 2 damage. That's game over. But I think we'll just Trample. Yeah, using Scribe plus Supply Train with round shots, quite interesting. You get a lot of supply back. Essentially a tactician. Alright, it's game over. Alrighty. I think we have time for one more.
Show no mercy.
In Odin's name!
Guthrum, okay. Guthrum could be difficult. I think medieval decks are quite strong right now because they're the only ones with second wind. There's tons of healing. Alright, so in this case, I'll probably just take the Slinger damage. Now we back off. I don't know if I want to give him raid. It's the only thing. I don't know how much raid he's playing, so we're gonna gamble. Not gonna be. Ooh, that's a new card. That one's really good. You get a short sword afterward. Well, help us get this killed. I'm gonna wait on the short sword. I don't think he has any fancy tricks to get more. Like, Forlorn Hope is 7 cost, so I don't think we'll see any effects like that. Okay. Unless he has Whirling Duel or the 6/1 flip. That would be pretty amazing combo right there. Now we can play Let me think. We can't really take advantage of the combos. Might as well draw a card, actually. Actually, I'm not sure. Alright, let's not be greedy. Let's just do this. It doesn't get any bonuses, but this sets up for later plays and we get some body on the board. Gotta knock his health down in case he whirling duel on us. That'd be too much of a burst. Alright, so I actually think we might need this against him. And both defensive cards. I'm gonna wait a day on this. We'll take a Trample. I'm not sure about that. Actually, no, let's just take it, because we are using stun here. Like, this is pretty much why we added this, because the base case, the floor for this is quite high. Oh, now it's a 0-5, but don't mind that. It's only for this day. Gonna trade into our general, no doubt. Oh wow, help us kill that one, please. Now we'll take a 4-2 and a 2-2. We just have to buy 3 turns before we recover. We can stun for one of those turns. Actually, 2 turns, basically. This turn is already happening. Oh, wow. Okay, they're trying to kill the Bronzeworker. Go for it. This is why I think this card is really good, because the worst case scenario, he absorbs 3 damage for you. Here, want to hit us? Go through him. By the way, never use Blood Oath on this card. It will come back as 0-1. The Herald will not trigger again. It would be a 1-2. We get 2 reserve card. Nice. We're 1 supply short. Why don't we stun and see what we draw? Ooh. Okay, in that case we go for the general. And we made it through this day. He's gonna get this card back to hand. I'm okay with that. The shatter doesn't trigger. He wasted a last stand on it. It didn't do much damage. So now we take a bunch of Dread Hosts, Minotaur, Mycenaean Chariot, Silk Road, both of these, stun. I'm probably going to take another Divine Intervention. I think one of these is enough. It's not really game changing. It's nice to get it started. If we get the combo off, it's pretty good, but sometimes you never get the combo off. Ooh, Pyrrhic is a little bit tempting here, but I think we'll do... Okay, he's stunned. I think if I hit him, he's also stunned, even though I do no damage. Nope, you have to do damage to get the stun. I'm gonna send them up there to die. But we have this in our back pocket. We just draw some cards. I need to get Funeral Game. He outdrew me by 2 cards. What did he use? Menace is 1, but we also use out of position, so that means we drew extra. Oh, also Last Stand. Okay, so he had those 2. Anything else? That's only 2 cards. Yeah, play out your board. Big and mighty board. Wait, why? That's an interesting choice. Because now I can do this. I can stall a bit more. Make him develop the board a bit more. Buy ourselves a turn. He's gonna try to trade hyper efficiently. Yeah, use more cards. Okay, he's using that kind of like a heal. Steal 4 supplies, why are you so shy? We don't have any units or draw cards, which is really annoying. But this is fine. He'll get a unit out. I don't mind trading 2 health. I mean, I don't want to use Trample on it. Yeah, I don't want to use it. Oh. Yeah, so if he takes second wind every day, that's way too much healing. Oh, beautiful. Just when the board is nice and empty, I'm gonna move up. I want to clear the way for Achilles to attack twice. So, high value cards only now. Or in the late game, defensive card, take those every day now because now it's life and death time. Gonna grab this. Gonna try to spawn more late game cards. We need those Dread Host. Oh, that's all. No, that's not a reason why we have more cards. Right, I'm thinking whether the Dread Host doesn't go into your deck, goes into reserve and we draw that. So he's just outdrawing us through Menace and Last Stand. 4 card difference now. I don't think he has anything in Medieval deck that can take care of Unbreakable. Oh. Okay, so I can just play this. He gains Unbreakable. Smash. Smash. Make sure Achilles comes back to life if he dies. And I'm even going to hide because then he comes back to life alone and he becomes unkillable because he's on a line alone. Achilles is insane right now, especially with Penthesilea because you can give him Blood Oath. You can run, but you can't hide. So we run up, deploy something on the back line, trigger Heroic. It should also trigger Unbreakable, and we just smash. And we can hit backline with these. That's 8 damage. He's dead. We can move up, hit, move up, hit. And once we use Funeral Game, our hand disadvantage disappears. Oh, it's still lagging, but it's going to improve. Ooh, too bad we haven't popped our last gasp. So, wasted effort. And we have 2 ways to stall for more turns. And that's a win for us. Alrighty, so that's the showcase. I think this is a very powerful deck. You have to balance your low health with your high damage. the 2 damage, you really shouldn't see it as using your general to play aggro. We never did that. The whole point here is to keep her safe, and the 2 damage discourages enemy units to trade efficiently into you in the early game. Therefore, you're protected from early game aggression because you have 2 damage. And it's also a safe baseline for your Sworn Companion to have 2-5 stats and being a very good body to stay past the first day. And then you playing around, once you get to second day, you can start utilizing your Blood Oath on a variety of your cards, and this deck becomes pretty insane. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!